Popvinyl.net to film part 2 of our Funko Pop reviews for Bane 20 of the Hero series from The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, so Bane is probably one of the most controversial characters when it comes to how he was perceived in the comics as opposed to what he was in the movie.
Very different.
I thought Tom Hardy did a good job. I wasn't a fan of the voice. I know a lot of people really wasn't. I just didn't know what they were really going for with the voice of him. But nonetheless, it's a really cool pop. And the same thing goes across the board. All three of these are
very hard to find.
Yes, and retired. That's mostly why they're hard to find. So yeah, let's get into a more detailed look at Sir Bane here and see what's going on with his pop.
Alright, so here's Bane up close and personal. First off, I definitely want to go over his mask. It looks really good. He's got like this gloss, this like gray gloss on the center mouthpiece. You go around to the top, you see these edges. Those look awesome. And then on the back, if you turn it around, he has so many different textures. It blows me away.
Yeah.
I love how the mask is done.
Yeah, they did a very good job with getting all the little lines on the, the cables and the wires that go from the back of his head, that go all the way to the front where his poison gas is administered to him. They even have some, textured details on there as well. Definitely really cool, and they nailed it, I think. They did a very, very good job at the sculpt on the whole headpiece of him, which I think is what, it's what makes Bane. Bane, I think if they would have kind of slouched off on that, it wouldn't have been as much of an iconic pop that he is.
Yeah, that had to be the most important part about him.
I do think, though, the flesh color, before you go down to the clothes, is it me or he kind of looks a bit tan, like he's been out sunbathing.
He does in person. He looks a little bit more tan than he probably does on the camera.
Yeah, you look at that, and then here he's very dark skinned.
Yeah.
But I
Bane
digress.
at the beach.
Yeah, I digress. I will say though, on the flak jacket, bulletproof vest, whatever you'd like to call it, there's a really cool, like, you can see it with the lighting, a very nice like gunmetal metallic paint on there. It's not as high, gloss metallic as we're used to seeing, but it is really cool to add that different little bit of
the different finish.
Yeah, the different finishes to him. I think is what really makes it. The buttons are pretty glossy on his jacket. Some minor little flaws, I would say. Yeah, his glove, the paint, got onto his fingers and his thumb. And then from his little parka jacket, kind of got onto the glove. No big deal. Kind of same thing over here on his other hand. A little bit of the jacket paint on the hand and some more paint on his finger. Nothing too major though.
It looks a little strange around his right eye. At first it looks like he got punched in the eye. And I made sure to look at the box to see if it was on him there, but I guess that was just another paint mistake that went on in his production.
You do see that a lot with the pops though. They kind of have like this ghosted sort of black sort of line around their eyeball. It's kind of the norm. But if we spin them around, again, you can see what Hannah was talking about with the textured little lines in his helmet. And then even here's like a different pattern as well. I thought they did such a good job with that. I didn't even notice that until Hannah pointed it out and was talking about all that. I just thought it was, me personally, I thought it was just going to be all one flat piece, but they definitely went into detail on him, like to the extreme. Jacket, nothing too fancy.
Pretty plain.
Just,
I like the color.
Pretty plain brown jacket.
It's more like a green.
Yeah, you see him wearing this towards the end of the movie when he has the whole city going crazy and rioting and doing all the nonsense that he wanted to inflict on Gotham. Glad they chose this outfit though. Would have been cool to see him in his, with no shirt or with his tank top and stuff like that when he's fighting Batman, but oh well. This outfit will do to me.
I couldn't be more happy to be able to take him out of the box and see him in person.
Yeah, he was definitely another one, just like on the previous video with the Riddler. Very tough to get out of his box. And back in the box he will go, and he will not escape.
He will remain.
Yeah, he will remain there. I did notice, right there, look at his mask, he has a little bit of flesh paint.
Yeah, pretty typical though.
Again, we're really shocked that for being 2 years old, so far these, as we've gone, you know, video 1 to 2, the paint jobs have been pretty spot on. I would say more so than some of the newer stuff that we've seen. Some of the newer things have been a catastrophe paint job wise. These guys though, from video 1 with Riddler to part 2 with Bane, I think so far have been, Funko knocked them out of the park.
That does it for part 2 of the 3-part series with Bane.
Yeah, so if you'd like to keep up on all the latest Funko Pop news, be sure to go check out Popvinyl.net. We will leave a link down in the description below. And as always, be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, comment, give us some suggestions. We did see in the past video there was a suggestion for this guy. So if you watched that video, here it is. Here's Bane for you. But that just about does it. So thanks for watching, guys.